Hi, my name is Luke Stancil, and I'm here to present on behalf of my teammates Kai and Brian about our predictions for hot dog sales for Chevron as a part of Rice's 2021 Datathon. And so first we thought that really it's important to understand what the data means. You know, what are these hot dog sales contributing to uh, for Chevron and things like that. So it costs about 25 cents for a convenience store to make a hot dog. And although the margins are not affected substantially by making too many hot dogs, if we assume just 10 hot dogs are thrown out each day at each location, with 7,800 Chevron and Texaco locations in the United States, we can estimate that Chevron loses around $28.5 million a year just to unsold hot dogs. That's not a profit that you're not getting. That is actually money that they spend that they're not getting back. But with a profit margin of around $1.75, it's best to estimate on the high end for hot dog quantities to make, which is a distinction that we did want to make here. So the assumptions that formed our methodology were that the typical hot dog purchase is not one of impulse, but of routine. Given the data set, we must adhere to a simpler model in order to predict the number sold per hour bucket at the respective stores. We didn't know where these stores were, if they were on a highway, which would be less routine and more impulse, or in a city where it would be more routine and less impulse, and less impulse. I think I may have switched that, but it's okay. And so after examining different data analysis tools and using a lot of them to find different models, we actually found that a simple median was the most accurate measure. And trends are different for different sections of the week, but these trends repeat throughout the year just according to week. And because we were given 2 random days as our testing data, we must attempt to identify which section of the week they fall in and predict accordingly. And so the data that we would include if we were going nationwide with this data analysis is the distance from highways, the gas station saturation, the city demographics, is it more of a blue collar town or is it a college town, and how do those play in? And then Chevron's market share in that location. Is Chevron ubiquitous with gas where we're in this location that we're looking at, or is it one of the lesser known gas stations in the area? And so our methodology was to plot the data to make sure that those assumptions that we made were correct. And we found that for each period of 7 days on the graph, there was a 3-day spike and a 4-day drop, which did confirm that hot dog sales varied considerably depending on the part of the week that we were looking at. And because of the aim of this project was to predict hot dog sales for each respective store for each of the 4 time buckets, we first grouped by store, then found the average number of hot dogs sold for the time bucket for that store. And because the information did not tell us when the days were, we accounted for 3 variables, whether it was in that 3-day surge that we talked about, the store, and the time bucket. We used these variables to create a dictionary with the median and then pulled from that dictionary to make our predictions. And because a true median without the weekday distinction would be highly inaccurate, we looked at the scoring data and found that it was more likely to be a weekday and treated it as such. And here's a quick summary of our findings. As you'll see on the left, we have the actual numbers, and on the right, we have the predicted numbers. And you can see that they're actually not too far off. We have a root mean square error of around 7. And we're very satisfied with that. And we hope you enjoyed this presentation. And hopefully we provided value to Chevron. Thank you.